Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Happy Tree Week, first of all. So we've been celebrating trees since last Thursday, and we're going to keep going and continuing this Tree Week celebration all the way up to Arbor Day on Friday. So thank you for joining us for today's event. We are visiting with Jennifer Ward. She is an author from Edwardsville, Illinois. She's published 25 children's books and has been writing full time for 23 years. So we're happy to be visiting with Jennifer today, and she's actually going to read one of her books for us. It's called The Busy Tree. So we thought it fit nicely into our Tree Week lineup. So Jennifer, I'm just gonna turn it over to you now, and you can read your book for us.
Sounds great, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for taking time on this beautiful day to be with us.
You are most welcome, and you guys do such amazing and important work. So we in the Metro East, Southern Illinois, everywhere, we're just so grateful to have your efforts and the teamwork, just educating and supporting those who want to help and protect and sustain the beautiful environment here in the prairie. Oh, there's an oriole again. I'm sorry, I'm just getting so distracted by the birds outside my windows because it's migration season 2. So happy Tree Week, and nice to see everybody. My name is Jennifer. As mentioned, I'm a children's author. I have a website. It's jenniferwardbooks.com, and I have been writing for a long time. Many of my books are about nature and science and tie in beautifully with STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and math. I love to find concepts in nature and communicate them with really fun language in a way that makes a book fun to read again and again and again and again. So today we are going to celebrate trees. We're going to read a book I wrote called The Busy Tree. This book was illustrated by Lisa Falkenstern, and it was published by Marshall Cavendish, which is now an imprint of Two Lines Publishing. And gosh, when did I write this book? This was a copy I had given my dad, actually, when he was in his nursing home. This book is one of my older books. Let me just see if I can find the copyright for you. 2009. All right, The Busy Tree. So the premise of this book is that a tree serves as an ecosystem to many different forms of life. Lots of habitat for creatures big and small. The story starts down at the tree's roots, and as you turn the page, we will ascend up the tree and see what type of animals use the tree to survive. The busy tree. These are my roots, winding and long. They anchor and feed me and help me grow strong. Look at my acorns, shiny and round, nibbled by chipmunks who scratch at the ground. Here is my trunk where busy ants scurry, searching for food as they march in a hurry. See the ants? This is the spider that lives in my bark, spinning a web from dawn until dark. A woodpecker searches, eager to munch, tapping for bugs. It will eat for its lunch. Little downy woodpecker, I have those in my trees in my backyard. Visit my hollow that is home to an owl. He sleeps all day long, then at night starts to prowl. These are my branches, leafy and high, a sidewalk for squirrels that soar through the sky. One of my branches cradles a nest, a cozy warm home where new hatchlings rest. Look at the small twig that holds a cocoon, protecting a moth that will emerge soon. Hear my green leaves as they shake in the wind, breathing out air for all to breathe in. These are my boughs that creak, bend, and sway, shading the children below as they play. A boy finds an acorn I shake from my top among autumn leaves that swirl as they drop. A girl plants a seed. It grows toward the sky, taller and stronger as seasons pass by, becoming a tree, a busy tree. Come and see. A busy tree. And that is the end of the story, but certainly the trees are busy places and so fun to explore and listen to and observe and learn about and watch, and they're just magnificent. I love them so much.
Yeah, thank you. That was a wonderful story. Thank you for sharing it with us.
You are welcome.
So all of your books are about nature, right? Is that correct?
Predominantly, yes.
Predominantly. So
yeah.
how did you decide to write about nature, or what inspires you? Obviously your backyard is wonderful because just as we've been on with you, you've seen lots of birds. So where do you get your inspiration for these stories?
Great question. My first story that I ever published is about a desert. It's called Way Out in the Desert. And I grew up in Illinois, actually, but I moved out west to Tucson, Arizona, to go to college, and I became a teacher. And I'd never been to the Sonoran Desert before, but I wound up living there for almost 30 years. And the habitat there was just so crazy and amazing, with all the different cactus and the animals who have to adapt to such a dry, extreme climate. And my backyard there was actually certified wildlife habitat, and it was on Animal Planet. And, I had rattlesnakes and scorpions and tarantulas and coyotes and Gila monsters and roadrunners, all this amazing wildlife. So that inspired my very first book, Way Out in the Desert, which features animals that live in the Sonoran Desert. So obviously, I just get inspired by the environment around me. Now that I'm back in Illinois and I've been living back here in my hometown for the past, gosh, almost 15 years now, I've been writing a lot about what inspires me here, birds and nesting and ecosystems. And like I said, with Round, just inspiring children to go out and find elements of Round in nature, because I am a birder and I spend a lot of time observing birds and listening to birds and studying their behavior. They are featured in a lot of my newer books that are out now. This is How to Find a Bird, illustrated by Diana Sutika, published by Beachline Books. A hefty project is I Love Birds. And this is 52 activities to wonder, wander, and explore birds with kids. So it's divided into 52 chapters that kind of span the 4 seasons. So you can use this book all year round, indoors or outdoors. So to answer your question, I get inspiration just from the environment and also from reading a lot of nonfiction. So I like to read scientific journals written by scholars about migration or bird feathers. And then I think, how can I take this concept and turn it into a story that would be fun for children to read? And so then the story begins.
Great. I think that's great. I'm a big fan. I've been buying all of your books for my nieces and nephews.
Oh, thank you.
I love how they describe ecosystems in a way that children can understand and enjoy. So thank you for taking time out on this beautiful day, busy day, to speak with us and during Tree Week. And thank you so much.
You are so welcome. And thank you for all you do for our communities to help us make our yards better for wildlife and better to sustain the planet and all of your and energy.
We do have some more events lined up to finish out Tree Week. So like tomorrow, if anyone's interested, we have our Q&A with an arborist. On Thursday, we'll be sharing a lot of fun activities to do on Facebook, like a lot of activities you can do on your own. And then Friday is Arbor Day, so we'll have some more goodies, but also Friday evening, we're planting a bunch of trees at our exploration garden at Swansea Clinton Hills. So we got lots of activities planned to finish out our busy Tree Week.
Oh, well, thank you for letting me share a story with you today. And